Hello, everybody out there that nobody's watching it, but that's okay because I didn't even tweet out that we were going live. Nobody knew. It just happened that way.
Way to go.
But you know what? Listen, Draven, I just woke up.
Same here.
I was watching SmackDown. I passed out. Trey's yelling at me, wake up. I'm like, it's boring.
Something somatic inside can sing.
I can Where's my? I don't have my fucking. I gotta go get one of my fucking Al Snow fucking heads. There's like 5 of them just sitting outside the office waiting for me to put masks on them. Instead, I just have 5 random mannequin heads sitting there. Trey's got him. There's like fucking 7 of them just laying around in his closet. Like we got head everywhere. But I am joined by Chris Fisk and AngelousDraven. What's up, boys?
Hey, what up? Happy Friday night.
It is.
Yep.
It is. It's a good Friday. It's not the good Friday, but it's a good Friday. Not too bad. Not too bad. Absolutely. Oh, look at she's here early. Hang on. Hang on. Sherry's here. Hang on. I know Sherry. I haven't posted on Instagram in a while. I don't want to deprive you. I got to hit the gym tomorrow morning. Ready, guys? Let's do it. Right. 1.
Sorry, I'm Frankie Valli. I'm the retarded midget.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sherry, baby.
Won't you come out tonight? We totally murdered that.
We did.
We're like that like stray dog that leaves a dead pigeon at Sherry's feet.
Speaking of dogs, if you look in the upper right corner, there's Bowser. He's up there too. Well, you're welcome. Since you're the only one in the chat that we're entertaining right now.
Oh yeah.
But no. So we're talking about stuff off air, and speaking of midgets, on March 27th, we'll be live from Dragon's Den Productions. It'll be Wrestling with Horror on the road, and we will be live streaming the midget wrestling from out at Dragon's Den. We're going to broadcast the whole show on the channel from like 7 to 9 p.m. It'll be a Thursday night show. So I'm absolutely fucking stoked to do that. The promoter said it's absolutely fine. Said, go ahead and do it. We're like, bet. I'm all over it. So I think that's fucking super cool. It is. Hang on. Let me pull up the fucking. Where's the midget flyer?
Yo.
I can't find the fucking midgets now.
It's
Micromania. Micromania.
If it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing.
It was great. Speaking of the Micro Machine guy, he was like one of the teachers in Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he was.
They're trying to take
awesome.
notes.
Yeah, they're trying to take notes and they can't keep up.
It's like smoke coming out of Jesse's notebook.
Yeah.
There wasn't that much smoke coming out of Jessie Spano since the pool scene where she was flopping around like an epileptic marlin in Showgirls.
God damn!
I love Showgirls.
I had a crush on Elizabeth Berkley when I watched Saved by the Bell as a kid, and when I saw Showgirls, like, yeah, it was a kind of it had some bad parts as a movie or whatever, but Elizabeth Berkley was a dime, dude. She was an 11 in my opinion. Like, she was so hot. Even in that movie.
I was never a Kelly Kapowski. I was always a Jessie Spano.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you are a man of refined taste.
I like Jessie and Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa was hot too. Holy shit.
Was it Lark Voorhees?
Yeah, yep. She looks better now. She was looking rough at one point, but she looks better now.
Statistically, dwarves are the most depressed of all mythical races. 6 out of 7 dwarves aren't happy. Because words are like bullets.
Yay! Oh, who put a bow tie and suspenders on it? It's not fair. Yeah, words are like bullets.
And Hayes was really hot. Wasn't she the one that got shoved in the body bag and like tried to pop out?
Yeah,
they deleted her because she knew stuff about Ellen DeGeneres.
Didn't they date at one time?
Yeah, they were. They were. Yeah, power lesbo couple.
Yeah. Well, is it Ellen's with what's the chick's name now?
Portia
de Rossi, because she was in Arrested Development.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize RFK was freaking married to what's her name from Curb Your Enthusiasm, and his wife
Cheryl Hines.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were married.
I had a crush on her.
I was watching the
I don't know why.
The hearings or whatever, and she's in the background. I'm like, why the hell is she in the background? And then he got confirmed, and then I seen her with him. I'm like, oh shit.
You're just waiting for the
Yeah, but I always thought she was pretty hot too.
Jeff Garlin and Larry David come in arguing.
No, you know who? Speaking of sitcom chicks from the '90s that I thought was smoking hot. Okay, I know this is like a weird conversation or whatever, but like, do you guys ever watch Family Matters?
Yeah,
you know, Steve Urkel.
Yeah,
I was so angry as a kid with Steve Urkel because he was lusting after Laura when he had the absolute dime who was into him,
Myra. Yes, Myra was way fucking hotter.
Yeah, I was like, what is your problem, dude? My God, I would crawl through glass naked to be with that chick. Yeah. It's like, damn it. Man. Yeah, and then the actress that played her, God rest her soul.
She passed.
Yeah, she had it was either some type of cancer or something, and I think she either died in the arms of Malcolm Jamal Warner, or he was present when it happened. But yeah, I watched an interview, and it was just like, oh, that is a gut punch to such a gorgeous lady too.
Yeah, because she was with Theo from Cosby Show.
Yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
That's my son, Theo Huxtable.
Bippity boppity.
Bippity boppity. Who's going to suck on my jello poppity? Yeah, Nikki Cox was hot in the 90s. Yes. She was married to Bobcat Goldthwait.
I don't know if I remember her.
Stomach cancer.
Oh, yeah. That is a cruel thing to happen to somebody, especially she was nice from what I heard too. So it's like ruin it on waste something horrible on a great person.
You could have black Korean. I almost said Korean kids.
Oh, she passed away.
Yeah, Myra did.
Yeah,
no, Nikki.
Not
Nikki Cox. No, the wall hit her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She was in that show with that bunny guy.
Greg the bunny.
No, not Greg.
No, it was
It was like a Married with Children parody.
Yeah. What the fuck was that show called now?
Not Happily Ever After.
Unhappily
Ever After.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Bobcat was the bunny. He played the voice of the bunny.
Yeah.
So I don't want to tell me and I've talked about my one student Vin. He's the Vietnamese kid, right? I've talked about him. I've explained how his sense of humor is so amazing. So the other day we sat there. It was last Friday. We sat there in gym, and we came up with all this is my middle school class, and this is how awesome of a teacher I am. I let him sit here and just riff with me, and while the other kids are playing basketball, I'm like, Vin, I know where your talents lie, son. I know where your talents lie. Your wit is your strong point. So he's fucking hilarious. I told the kid he should do stand-up comedy. He's hilarious, and so we're sitting there in gym and we're going through all the kids in the class and we're naming all the Avengers after them, right? He's the Winter Soldier. That's what. And we're sitting there and class is over and we've got everybody named and he's leaving. He's like, you know what, Mr. Pete? He goes, don't ever give me bamboo. He goes, my Vietnamese instincts will trigger. I'm like, oh my God!
Jesus.
We need that Chinese rap from earlier tonight.
He did. He's like, I'll file those things down. I'm like, oh my God,
make punji sticks.
Yeah, I'm like, Vin, if I ever see you with bamboo, I'm just gonna run the other way. He goes, you're fine with me, Mr. Pete.
I'm glad I called that guy.
Right? But it was so fucking funny. So the other day I told him he knows Winter Soldier is an assassin. So he grabs one of those cushy dodgeballs and he goes, I'll be right back, Mr. Pete. And he walks over to this kid Ryder. Good kid. He's getting ready to shoot a basketball. And Vin's like, hey, Ryder, with the dodgeball, shakes him with it, just runs away. He walked around class and systematically tagged everybody with it. And he comes back, he's like, my work is done. I'm just like, oh my God.
Nice.
Hello, gents.
Hey, man.
It's me, the other vintage soldier.
He's the Viper. What? He's coming
to wipe your windows.
He's washing the windows. No, so I put in an order tonight. Well, yeah, I think the order went out tonight, but so I'll be working on these things. I'll have them before March 8th, before the show. We'll be in possession of 100 Pete Daddy Dollar t-shirts. So those will be on sale for 20 a pop. Nice. And we're not doing Teespring anymore. Teespring is still, if you want a new Wakui in order shirt, I'll leave those there. I'm not going to add anything to that store until I take it down, but there'll be commercials running for the new merch because I'm going to start printing my own Wrestling with Horror shirts too. I'm going to take the logo now that I have the transfers, and I'm going to start printing those too myself. So if you want the hockey mask shirt, you'll personally get it shipped to you from me. There's no fucking intermediaries, no fucking middleman.
I'm still waiting for my copy from you.
You'll get one. You'll get one. It might be one I've worn a couple times. I'm going to send it to you. It's like Mexicans. They'll ship you. They'll sell you a blanket that's still warm.
Oh shit!
I'm not lying.
I know what you guys did to the Indians.
I heard that joke from a Mexican. Motherfuckers will sell you a blanket that's still warm. No, I wanted to talk a little bit about the women's division in WWE because I'm listening to this video before we came on the air.
Really?
And well, yeah, that's a given. But I'm so disappointed in what they're leaning towards with WrestleMania with her. But above and beyond that, we'll get to that. But the main focus is the booking, and they're complaining about how the women are languishing now under Triple H. They're not getting as many opportunities. I'm sitting back going,
well, they got to fondle the testicles and the balls a little more.
Where's the positive to be derived from having them on TV more when the vast majority of the matches aren't stellar? They're not. They're not.
A lot of them are botch fest with some of the ones that they were pushing. Mm-hmm. You'll have like one or two really good wrestlers, and then these other girls are just, they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
Jade. Cargill.
Yeah. And that's why she's been off TV for so long, playing up the injury angle. Meanwhile, she's been at the Performance Center, and it's like, you're 5 years in and you haven't grasped this yet.
Yeah.
This is not a good thing.
Yeah, you know the guy at the Performance Center. He's just like slamming clipboards on the floor all day long. Like,
son of a bitch!
What is wrong with this bitch?
This is and from somebody who is like I'm not a technical worker at all. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I don't do chain. I can barely remember the international spot because I don't fucking use it. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking call for me to, as a heel especially, to use half of that shit. I don't have to. So for her, what she needs to do at this point in her career is settle into a niche. You need to be able to take certain moves. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, if I need to do the minimal amount of chain, I can. But that's only because if I work with a certain babyface, I might have to do a couple spots where it's like, okay, and I can work my way through it competently.
Right.
That's all you have to be able to do is just the bare minimum and make it look good. Mm-hmm. And if she can't grasp at least that, like this is and it all goes back to Tony Khan and him putting her on an island for what, a year and a half.
Billy Starks exposed her.
Yep. And that was the end. That was the beginning of the end.
Then they embarrassed her for a while until until Athena's like, until Athena's like, I'll help her out. And that girl is a superstar in the making. Right now, I think they're wasting her.
They are, because the last time her and Athena had their rematch, she lost again. And it's like, why didn't you give her Athena doesn't need the title anymore at this point. Like, she's already good. She should be on the main roster.
She's had it for like
over a year.
It's been longer than that. She's had that title for fucking ever. I mean, I'm not knocking Athena because I really like her.
Yeah,
she's fucking awesome.
We're talking about giving a rub to a girl who's been kicking ass all over the place, who is a natural talent.
Mm-hmm. And she had the TV title there for a while, ROH, but
Billy needs that extra. She needs that extra. She deserves it. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Yeah, Athena, like, dude, she put out a tweet about like how Netflix, it's either Netflix or Amazon. Somebody has the TSR or the Dungeons and Dragons property, and they're making a Forgotten Realms series. Mm-hmm. And she put out a tweet which was basically like, "Hey, I would do anything to be on that." I don't know what I could do to help her, man. I tried. I'm like, dude, I'd watch that if you were in it, you know. And she liked it and everything. Mm-hmm. But like, honestly, like, get her into acting. She's amazing in wrestling. Like, she's already proven she can do her own stunts. Mm-hmm. She can act. I mean, she's scary as fuck in the ring.
Yeah, she does. I'm sure, like, she seems like she's probably like a very like soft spoken and like, you know, she's a nerd, but I mean, she's got like a good personality, but she seems like a very kind of like a warm, you know, like, I don't know, like just get that feeling from her. Yeah, you know, she plays the fucking heel so well.
She does.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
But that's it. Like you guys are saying, she's a great actress. You know.
Yeah, get her into acting.
Yeah,
and get her in some series.
Exactly, and instead of like wasting these years now, because let's face it, Tony Khan shit is trash. Yeah. And like, she's not going anywhere. She's already reached the top, and they don't know what the hell to do with her.
Yeah, and ROH, and then it's like nobody's even really watching that. So it's like,
because it's paywall.
Yeah, it's a paywall. Like, it'd be one thing if they like migrated that over to HBO Max, but yeah, I doubt they're gonna do that.
They just need to do away with Ring of Honor. Honestly, it's sad, but I mean, if you're not gonna like expose it, then how are you making any money? I'm sure there's not that many paying for, what is it, the Honor Pass or whatever they call it, Honor Club. I mean, I'd like to see the numbers on that.
I haven't watched it in like forever.
What does it run? Is it monthly or yearly?
It's monthly. Well, I think you can do a yearly thing, but it's a monthly. It's like 14 a month or something like that.
Still, I mean, is it worth? Now, do you get the pay-per-views with that, or do you have to pay extra?
Yeah, you get the pay-per-views with that too.
Okay, all right,
and then all the past content too.
Does the library go all the way back?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. It goes to like 06 and all that shit, like way back. That's not bad then. If you've got that library, I mean, that kind of makes it worthwhile, especially if the pay-per-views aren't extra or anything.
That's not because niche, though.
It is very niche, man. And honestly, you've got to be like, if you're looking that deep, like if you're going, 25 years back, you're a fucking hardcore fan.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's called, what is it? The Mark package.
God damn it.
But honestly, though, it's not bad for all the content.
It's better than TNA. Like, it's better than TNA's deal. Their thing is like stupid expensive.
I saw that because I was looking at it. I don't.
TNA, that's the one with the chick who owns the Lakers, right?
Who owns TNA now? No, Axe.
I don't know.
Is it
Axis?
Axis.
It's on Axis or whatever.
I don't know who
owns it.
Who's the hot blonde who owns the Lakers?
Jeannie Buss.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's when Phil Jackson was dating.
You're thinking of Daisy or
no? Who's the chick? Mr. Drummond's wife has the same actress name.
Are you talking Dixie Carter?
Dixie Carter. There you go. Yeah.
She hasn't owned it forever.
Jeannie Buss. She owns.
It was the Lakers because her dad Jerry Buss owned the Lakers before that.
But doesn't she also own one of the wrestling federations?
I don't know.
It sounds right. I remember hearing something about it.
All right. So back to the women's division WWE. Yeah. We got way off.
Oh, wait. Wow. She owns WoW.
Wow.
Oh, Women of Wrestling.
Yeah.
Women of Wrestling. Okay.
Because there's a story. I don't know if I can tell it on there. There's a buddy of mine who he took photos with her, we'll say. And there's something she did during these photos. Very surprising. She's the one that that scumbag left Nikki Cox when Nikki Cox got sick, and he went with her. I think he's married right now to her, Jay Moore.
Jay Moore, yep.
Yeah. So, like, remind me later. Go ahead, do what you're gonna do, and I'll tell you later.
No, I was talking about the women's division, WWE, the booking, and okay, so you have 4 to 5 matches a night on Raw, as it is, and now the women, they want equal time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do? Do you push that up to 6 matches? You go 3 and 3? That's not going to work.
Especially when you have like major storylines that need like pushed, like you need that time for that stuff.
And I feel bad saying this because I know a ton of talented female workers. I do, and it's women are they're a draw, but when you put them next to the men like that, it goes down. It's there. I don't want to say they're best used as an attraction because I don't want to take away from the work that they put in the ring. Because every Wednesday night I work with a female worker. I don't, but she's in the company. Very talented, very fucking. Like I said, I watched her goddamn hit a Samoan drop on a 260-pound guy, and she can legitimately the size of this girl's thigh, she can squat. Like even on commentary when she hit that in the ring, because I didn't know she was gonna hit the move. She hit the fucking gimmick. I popped for her. I was like, God damn. Then that's the first thing I said. I turned to Jared. I'm like, she squats. And I'm fucking heel. And I broke kayfabe for that, And the whole match I've been dogging on her as a heel because I'm like, why'd they let a woman in here? Blah, 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 blah. And I don't want to detract from that. I don't. Right. But at the same time, like Draven said, you look at the major storylines and angles, and it's like,
what's your more money draw? Like you're gonna go with the men because they draw more money.
Yep. All right. Here's a question: Who's the top female talent that they're pushing hard aside from Ripley?
Tiffany Stratton.
Okay, Stratton's starting to get the big rub now.
She's the women's champion on SmackDown. Yep.
Okay.
She won the belt from Nia Jax.
God bless Tiffy Time. But again, she has the full package, right? She's got the looks. And then some. She could wrestle.
Yep.
She's great with the promo stuff from what we've seen. And every time you see her, you're just hoping that she's going to fall out of her top. So you check off all the boxes with her. Rhea Ripley, same deal, and then some because she's got even more charisma. And for someone who's that inked up, she's switched so many people who were just not really into the goth mommy stuff to just drooling over her. Most of us included.
Welcome to the team.
Yeah, welcome to the dark side, folks.
But this is what I'm saying though. You have people who are going to transcend all the rest of them. So now you look at the rest of their roster, and for me, I'd be like Trump and Doge. You fired to I'd be going through that roster. Droopy Dog, get out of here. You're way over the hill. You look gross. Nobody wants to see this. I don't care if she's got a fan base from NXT or whatever. I think she's already done her time. Start to push the new talent. You got there in passing. I saw a couple of things on Twitter. NXT, the women that they have on there. My mind is blown at some of the shit that they could do. One girl went flying off the ropes and did a pin move where she pinned down the other girl's wrist, but all in one motion, smooth as shit. I've never seen anything like this before in my life, and it looked incredible. And of course, she got out of it. It's like, okay, you're wasting good things, you're wasting good moves, and you're wasting really good wrestlers because you keep trying to showcase these ones who don't belong there anymore or already had their shot. Move aside. Start giving it to the
and if you need somebody to take the rub or whatever, or bring them in on a limited basis, and have them put people over in that limited thing, because then you can get the pop for the nostalgia of them coming back and all that shit, and do that as well.
That's tonight, right? So Tiffy was scheduled against Candice LeRae. Tiffy comes out. She's getting a huge babyface pop now. Huge fucking babyface pop. Yeah. She comes out. Then Nia Jax music hits. Her and Candice LeRae come down. They cut her off. Blah, 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 blah. They get in the ring to jump her. The referee separate them. Match starts. Tiffy hit the fucking prettiest moonsault ever. I can't remember if she pinned Candice or not or went over, but Nia came in and they double teamed her. And Trish Stratus music hits. She comes down, gets in there, and Nia ended up hitting the double fucking bonsai drop on. She laid Tiffy out and then laid Trish on top of Tiffany. And hit the bonsai drop.
Trish doing shit again?
Trish, and at Elimination Chamber, it's Nia and Candice LeRae versus Trish and Tiffany.
Okay.
So I think that'll be a decent match. Yeah. Trish, she looks good. She looks good in the ring.
Yeah. See, now, all right. That's a good example too. Trish, she could still do what she could do, man. When I saw that match with her and Becky Lynch in the cage, a year ago, wherever the hell it was, dude, my jaw hit the floor. I didn't think she could still go like that. So now you have someone like that who could outshine half the fucking female roster.
Yeah, she's not Lita.
Right? Yeah.
Lita couldn't do very well. I love Lita for the time period, but she just she doesn't got it.
Yeah, it's basically okay. It's time to bring her out to the barn, 2 behind the head.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
I like her that far, but yeah, she's just not.
Oh no, 2 shots. I didn't mean gunshots. I'm just saying, like.
Gotcha.
Hold on, I got the glue gun factory working overtime.
Jesus.
But yeah, you know what I mean. Like she doesn't belong in the ring. She belongs elsewhere. On my lap. But yeah. I mean, like I said, you have some of these girls who way past their prime, but yet they can still go like you wouldn't believe. And then you have the newer ones who still don't know their ass from their elbow, and it's just a botch fest.
Yeah.
And then you have the ones who I think need a giant spotlight already. Like you got Stephanie Vakir,
dude.
I don't understand why her,
Julia and Jordan Grace
are on the fucking NXT. They should have been the main roster.
Hang on. I want to get to that. What up, another monster? Good to see you, bro.
What's up?
All right. So Charlotte again came in the ring when Tiffany's laid out, stood there, pointed at the fucking WrestleMania sign because she's wrestling Tiff at WrestleMania. Charlotte is, and then you've got I swear to God, Bianca Belair is gonna win the Elimination Chamber in WrestleRia, unless, and this is a total outside shot, and the only human being I know that would like this is Tony. If they put Roxanne Perez over in that steel cage in Elimination Chamber, and she goes to WrestleMania and beats Rhea Ripley, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate Roxanne Perez.
I do too.
I don't see, and I don't hate her as a person. I just, as professionally, I don't see the appeal.
She's not,
I'm a prodigy. Shut, bitch, please.
Yeah.
Bitch,
it's like how I see Bailey.
Everybody like hyped her up, like, and I seen that one match. I was like, all right, Asuka versus her. I love Asuka. Yep. Asuka's great. All right, let's see what this. And I watch it, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Now, she's that tall one.
Roxanne Perez? No, she's tiny.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's like 5.
She's the one that
Booker T's the prodigy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they put her over clean on Jordan when she was. I was just like, ugh. But and then, like you said, NXT, bro. Stephanie Vakir, Julia, Jordan Grace, Sal Ruka. Was it Fallon Henley? There's a fucking ton of talented girls down there, and I will guarantee you that WWE ends up getting Masha Slamovich eventually from TNA. She's gonna end up coming over as soon as she as soon as she drops that title, they'll let her run with it because she's fucking dope, man. She's good in the ring. Like I like her. Her and Jordan. When Jordan put her over, she had a great fucking match with Jordan Grace, and I think she'll end up coming over too. I really do. Yeah. But I don't see the positive side of putting Stephanie Vakir and Julia in NXT when they're better than 3/4 of the main roster right now. Like, Monday night when we watched Raw, you guys know how pissed off I was during the Ivy Now Dakota Kai match. I was fucking twitching. I mean, Dakota Kai is built like she's like the fucking wire.
The match was aesthetically pleasing, but that was about it.
Yeah, she's an attractive. Like Ivy is better in every single fucking way. Yeah, and you have this, and Dakota Kai's so injury prone. It's like, so she's gonna wrestle Lyra. Are you really gonna take the title off of this young girl who you've brought up this past April in the draft from NXT? Propped her up, put her over on workers that are way better than her, and given her the fucking first women's intercontinental title, and then you're gonna fucking just go, oh, we're gonna default to Dakota Kai and put the title on her now. You're already devaluing your belt. Like, I'm not saying Lyra Valkyrie is over because she's not. I am not saying she's not a talented worker because she's fucking talented. She's goddamn serviceable in the ring. She's got she doesn't have like she can't cut promos, not at all. Like she can't talk. But she's cute, you know. She's a very attractive woman.
She's cuter than this Roxanne Perez. I just looked her up.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever seen her wrestle, or if I did, I completely forgot. She just looks like somebody's side piece spinner.
Yep.
You know, dude, we're all with the talent, like you said, that's over in NXT. This is the one that they're giving a push to.
Dude, have you ever seen Sal Ruka work?
Yeah.
She's fucking amazing.
She's incredible.
Dude, I don't like all the gaga when you hit like a diamond cutter, and she does that flipping cutter called the Soul Snatcher. That fucker's bad. Like, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, and she did a double to like, was it Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson at one point out of that? It was fucking sweet. But like, she's like so talented, and I'm like, why are you letting her just sit in NXT? It's like, look at the women on the main roster and look at what you have in NXT. And it's like, you could replace half the women's main roster and nobody would be out anything.
Yeah.
You know, but the point being to all this is there's not enough room and there's not enough of a call. I mean, you don't have enough storylines with the girls you have. You cannot manage that. You have 5 women's titles now.
Yeah.
The tag belts are barely defended.
And if you want to have a woman's thing, then make another show. Now that they're on Netflix, make another show that's just all women.
Yeah. Yeah, just do a Glow.
Just do Glow.
Yeah. Exactly. Go check the Horsemen. I put 2 clips in there. One of them is when I was talking about with the pin, and another one was off the corner. Like, again, that was Sol Ruka. Dude. And that's not in the main roster. That's just sitting there on fucking NXT while you're pushing these other little ones who just can't really do anything.
Oh, that one on Gigi Dolan was fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one. Gigi Dolan, when she was in that tag team group with what was it her name? Mandy Rose and all that in NXT. They were like fire, and they were in NXT like just kind of just chilling there. Like, it's like nobody cares. Like, they're in a developmental. Nobody really gives a shit. Like, put them on the main roster where they're fucking generating eyes on them and stuff.
Yep.
Dude, that fucking kip up to the backflip pin was fucking amazing.
Do you see that on the normal roster? Hell no. Hell no.
Like, she's bring that woman up. Like, that's the thing, man. Dude. You've got so much talent, and you just let it languish.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making. Like, they act like they don't. Yeah, the women's division is hurting right now. There's a reason why it's hurting, because you're not fucking giving the proper ones a chance. Now, I don't know what sexual favors that they did to get where they're at, but if you really want to work the company properly and you want to showcase real talent, well, start moving shit around. I don't know.
Yeah, they could do the women's thing. I'd call it women's wrestling entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just go with that, and you can have all your women on that, and you can push those storylines further and make them a little more interesting than what they already are.
That's the thing is, like, if you're gonna do that, I'd say you still have to leave some of the women on your main shows, right? But you take the ones that aren't getting the main TV time and you put them on their own show, but they can always cross over.
Yeah. There'd be crossover, and then like pay-per-views, like that show wouldn't have its own pay-per-views.
No,
you would just have those pay-per-views, and the stories culminate at a pay-per-view with the regular, like, intermixed.
Mm-hmm.
But you would have more time with its own show to generate those stories and make them better, so people become more invested with them.
Yeah, and it would be a great way to. God damn it, Manly knows.
He's a legend right there.
That man is a king. That's king energy. That would be a great way to advance your fucking angles. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it's not a bad idea to give them their own show like that. I mean, you've got
Netflix, that. They're already kind of left leaning anyway, so it wouldn't be too difficult to pitch them a all women show. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, you know somewhere McMahon's like, oh God, yeah, I'm so excited I could shit on someone's head.
It's a 2-hour show and all you hear is this.
Well, no, the
shit.
You know,
it sounds like little kids running up and down the stairs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like the whole all women's show would also kind of like, it's kind of like, you know how like in video games and stuff, like we complain about woke trash. And like, what if woke trash was just DLC, so that you get the core game and you get just, you know, what you came for, the meat and potatoes. And, you know, and if you want all the weird shit, you go and get the woke trash DLC. What if, and I hate comparing women's division to woke trash, but like, what if they did that with, you know, wrestling too? Just like do the man's thing and then have another series with it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to piss off your core audience, and then the people that came for the ladies, you'll attract more than just like fans of wrestling that also like ladies. You'll also get like the wacko lefties that like, you know, feminine.
Yeah, like Stardom.
Yeah.
Or it's all women.
Yeah.
That's where Julia freaking came from.
Yeah, isn't that where what's her face there, Mariah May came from?
Yep.
Yeah, and you're not gonna, you know, like I think there's too many belts for the women's divisions. Too much of that shit. Like, if you're gonna put that kind of granularity to it, just pull it out of the main show. You know, this is a specialty niche.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my rant for the night.
No, it's all good, man.
No, I agree. They should be they should have their own division. Well, they already do, but I mean, like, their own show to showcase them.
Oh yeah.
And like, I'm fine with the overlap, like Pete was saying, because you're not gonna want to just have that promotion have its own belts. That's too much.
No. Give, you know, and yeah, I do. I like the idea of kind of like a floating show because they have that WWE Evolve that's starting. I mean, yeah, like you said, in Netflix, it's paid. It's just already, it's paid content. It's content, and I don't see why not. Like, I think it'd be a good idea. I really do. Like,
yeah, and then like if they want to do just a main that show focused pay-per-view like the Evolve thing, then you could do that because then you'd already have it set up where your stories are pretty, you know, getting built up pretty good on a regular basis that you could push a pay-per-view.
You could do that shit from the Performance Center too. You just, all you need to do is change out your aprons, and I mean, it's just video entries anyway on the fucking screen. So just fucking do it from the Performance Center, have your women's show there, and then the talent can float back and forth between Raw and SmackDown when they join the regular roster for the pay-per-views, depending on what the angle is and what they call for. I mean, it's pretty fucking simple. So The Rock came back on SmackDown tonight.
Yeah, him and Cody are buddies now or whatever.
Well, The Rock, he got a fucking huge pop when he came out tonight. They were in New Orleans this evening. It was kind of cool because his normal like final boss intro, like it started playing "The Block Is Hot" by BG and Lil Wayne from back in the Cash Money Records days, which was kind of neat because like I have all those CDs. I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, that's "The Block Is Hot." No, it's BG and Turk that did that one, but it played that and then it kicked in. He come out because Thody was in the ring, you know, doing his deal, and Rock come out and he said, "I want you to be." It's basically like be the corporate champion. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take you. It's kind of like the devil's advocate deal is what he's doing. That's what the whole angle is.
But Cody's been the corporate champion.
Yep.
They want to leave him there. I told you. They're trying to have a longer run for this idiot. By the way, hi Tony.
Hey Tone.
I need to turn.
We was talking about hot bitches before.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yeah, because like I said, man, it's a shame what the hell's going on right now. And they keep spotlighting the ones who don't need to have a spotlight, and the ones from NXT are just languishing over there. It's like, just pull them into the main roster. Get rid of the old shit. Get rid of Bailey. You know, have her put her back doing cartoons there for Tex Avery. You know, I mean. It's 2025. I mean, isn't it perfect to have a resurgence of Droopy the dog? I mean, it's live action.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, it's Bailey.
I'm so talented.
Like I don't get it, man. Like I said, there's all these other bitches who are doing like botch fest, and then you got these girls doing amazing shit over there, and it's like, okay, well, what the hell are you doing?
And I mean, look at marketability. I mean, let's face it, dude. What Sal Ruka's like a 5'9" blonde. I mean, she's gorgeous, and that's another one. You look at, and Netflix is now, they're taking a lot of the wrestlers and they're going to start giving them shows and stuff like that, especially when they see talent. And there's a lot of these, like the males and the females, that have that crossover ability. They have that look, they have that charisma, that je ne sais quoi, if you will, baby.
Just like Thody.
Like, no, Daffy Duck with his beak shot off. I mean, motherfucker looks like a platypus that got punched in the mouth.
Right? Oh my god, I can't stand that guy.
Jesus Christ, Chris, is that a human toe?
I was getting tired of my Google query of why do fat Asian men look like giant babies? So I had to update it.
That's a Korean Goomba from Mario Brothers.
I typed it in. I was like, Rock, show me an image of a morbidly obese Korean man that looks like a thumb.
Oh my god, morbidly obese Spider-Man.
That guy had like a big toe. No, the whole Rock thing with Cody, like the segment got over because of the Rock. He got it over, you know. He really, and it was funny because at one point somebody, like when he was getting ready to do his finally the Rock, the people, he was going to sing a song, the people started singing. He goes, "Let the Rock sing it, damn it!" And this girl in the crowd was like booing him, and he goes, "You shut your mouth, or I'll come out there and slap the syphilis off your face." I'm like, God damn,
damn.
And it's on USA, so like he swore like a handful of times. They bleeped him out like 3 or 4 times. It was annoying as fuck. That's one thing I hate about USA. But no, he got the segment over really well. I don't, like I said, but it's Cody, so I'm just like, You know, I don't. I'm apathetic towards Cody at this. I have been.
That's what I mean, man. They still need a life support on him because he's boring as shit. But they won't let go of him for some reason, you know. Maybe when he gave over the full amount of money that everyone was making at AEW and Ring of Honor, maybe he also serviced Triple H. I don't know. Maybe Triple H said, "Hey, my father-in-law had a good plan, and I tried it out. Pooping on people's heads is great. You got blonde hair, so it would look really good. Come over here." And Cody went, "Okay, if I could stay the champ for like, I don't know, 5 years straight, can I do that, Triple H?" I think he said yes. I'm sorry. I'm going to take every savage shot at them as possible because I don't like what they did.
Triple H is, he's not like Tony. You and I have had this discussion. He's not the genius everybody said he was.
Nope.
He can replicate things really well, but he doesn't. He's like Bret Hart said. He's never brought anything new to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like a communist. Gotcha.
Yep.
Basically.
What's his name's there now too? As a writer, head writer.
Road Dogg on SmackDown.
And he was saying during his run he would give them ideas, and that was when Vince was there.
Yep.
And they would say they were good with them, and then at the last minute they would just scrap it. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how he does.
Yeah. They, you know, he got a lot of heat during his run. But yeah, that's the one thing he did say was he's like, I can't do anything if my ideas are getting thrown away. Well, that's like Jimmy Jacobs in AEW. You know, Jimmy Jacobs has got a great mind for the fucking business. You know, James knows him. You know, the dude's smart. You know, he worked for the Fed, and Tony Khan just like, yeah, whatever, crinkles up his ideas and throws them away. It's
Tony's kind of like, you know, it would be great if Orange Cassidy punched out another giant. Let's make that happen.
Right. That's a huge part of it. And all right, so I've been watching this discourse online following Tessa Blanchard really quickly too, or you know, pretty much in depth about the whole thing. And you know, they were chanting she's a racist dad or whatever. And they're kind of like full on like rejecting her in TNA. I mean, all right, everything aside, I will say this. She is one of the best female wrestlers probably in the fucking business.
Yep.
No argument there. She has a fantastic look.
Well, look at her pedigree.
Yep. She's got a great physique. I still don't agree with her going over on any guy because it's a fucking joke. But in the context of her against the other women, she's head and shoulders above 90% of the females. Probably 95 to 97% to be more accurate.
Yep.
In terms of technical ability, complete, just the entire package. She has everything. She really does as a worker. I just, you know, we joke about her being a racist and shit and all the other bullshit, but I mean, I think a lot of these people holding on to this she's a racist thing. I think we know
like the Bruce thing recently too.
You saw my comment. I think you liked that. I said 16 years he hasn't atoned for his sins and transgressions yet.
Who's that?
Moose. You know, that he got charged with domestic violence 16 years ago.
Wow.
And he showed up on, was it NXT?
NXT, I guess. He's the champion or whatever.
Yeah, he showed up on NXT, and everybody's like, oh, you let a fucking wife beater back in. It was 16 years ago. I'm not excusing what he did, but if you're holding him accountable for something he did 16 years ago, and he's pretty much paid his debt to society through any, you know, whatever means he was fucking, you know, legally obliged to do, he's done that, you know. So you're saying there's no room for personal growth or change in 16 years, almost 2 fucking full decades.
Well, again, look at the audience. They're these extra lefty brainwashed spads.
Yeah. And that's the problem. That all goes back to the Tessa Blanchard thing and them still clinging to the racist thing with her. Is they're left-leaning, soft fans who preach tolerance yet practice none of that. And no forgiveness. Like I said, the girl that she made the remark to, you know, they're supposedly copacetic. Now, I'm not excusing the other issues that Tessa had in the locker room with girls like Chelsea Green. There's a lot of girls that came out and said that, you know, she was issues, which how much of that is true and how much of that was just dogpiling on her when she was vulnerable, you know? I don't know, but I mean, hey, if she's out there and she's doing the shit right, I mean, at some point you got to let that shit go.
Well,
you know, I mean,
it's a moral purity test. You know, it's the whole Marxist, like they want to have struggle sessions and shit. And honestly, I've grown tired. I don't care if someone's racist, someone's sexist, whatever. It's funny, guys. Seriously, my entire Twitter wall is full of the most anti-Semitic shit I have ever seen. Like,
I know you posted most of it.
Yeah, I posted in the Horseman chat because I'm like, guys, look at what's coming my way. Like, you know, imagine day in and day out of that shit. But here's the thing, I would rather have that shit every freaking day of my life than have what's happening to Tessa Blanchard happen to me for saying something stupid.
Right. I mean, and with all the material that's out there for her anyway, you think they'd have more shit jokes rather than racist jokes.
Yeah, well, I don't care anymore. Racism is so overplayed now. Like, unless you're like burning a cross in someone's yard or lynching somebody or doing some like violent, offensive thing, I don't give a shit if someone's racist. Like, dude, the names I've been called, I don't care. Like, you gotta like at some point be like, whatever, like that, sticks and stones, baby.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I don't give a shit about fun, no pun intended, about anything she's done. You know, honestly, it's just I want to, if you're gonna fucking do the damn thing in the ring and be a good heel, then please, I'll enjoy you aesthetically going out there and looking like a fucking smoke show, because she is. The fucking woman's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And she can fucking work, man. She's, even for being as lispy as she is, she's good on the fucking microphone. I mean, she can cut a great fucking heel promo. People fucking hate her. I mean, lean in on it. But the problem with her is she's got a history of like mental illness or like mental health issues and depression.
Tessa Blanchard?
Yeah.
I don't know that. Wow.
Yeah, because that's why she went to Mexico in 2020, all that TNA shit, because she got all the heat for women winning the world title, which she should have gotten heat for winning the world title. She never should have won that. That belt never should have been defended by a woman against another woman, because she worked Taya Valkyrie for the title, which is bullshit. Wow. But that just devalues the fucking title. I'm sorry. It does. I don't give a fuck. I'll die on that fucking hill. And it's funny too, because we're having this discussion Wednesday and it can't, right? Mind you, the one girl's there, and come to find there's quite a large contingent, I suppose, in the locker room that does not approve of that either. Me, I have to keep my mouth shut. I'm just
Tessa Blanchard being
we have a female tag champion, and there's a contingent that does not approve, and I silently agree. And I was talking to Loudy the other day about the girl and all that. He's like, you don't have to. I said, I'd take my ball and go home. I tell her, I respect you as a worker. You're probably a better overall worker than me, literally. But I mean, can't nobody work a crowd like me. I'm going to say that.
Tag partner, is it are they both female?
Her boyfriend.
Oh, so it's like a mixed tag then.
It was him and this other dude, Sean, and she was like their manager, but Sean was injured, so she stepped in during the match, which was a 2 out of 3 falls match. And that's how. So they have 3. They're all 3. It's like almost like Freebirds, so like any of them can defend it. Which I'm like, cool. I'm happy for you. It's awesome, but at the same time, I'm just like, it ain't.
I think they watched heels one too many times.
I would, and it's Jared Ben's deal, and what they say is final, and it's not my place to say anything. I don't like it. It's not my, you call me old school. I don't, and I'll never say anything in the locker room or anything like that, because I respect everybody in there. I do. I respect every single.
But don't take a storyline from a failed wrestling TV show. That's all I'm saying.
It is what it is. I'm just like, to me,
I like heel season 2.
I quit after season 1. I was like,
because they give her own division and strip her of the title.
They lost me with that last episode. I was done.
They lost everybody.
I was like, I'm done.
Because it's canceled.
The dude was better in, what was that show, Vikings?
Yeah, Vikings was great.
He was dope as fuck. That was a great show.
Yep.
Like, I didn't see the whole thing. The wife was watching. I came in and out, and was watching, strings of episodes with her. But it was good.
They did like a Sting kind of thing too with him, and they had them go against the other promotion or whatever. So
the
type thing.
Yeah, the goofball. It was kind of like he was like a Vince Russo, Eric Bischoff fusion.
Well, Vikings got ruined too, so
but I thought
Valhalla version, and they had a black female Viking.
Well, the main series, though, it did finish properly though, didn't it? Before they
like
the Sons of Ragnar and all that.
Yeah, so the show died basically with Ragnar. And then once they did their spin-off show, they had like Jarl Magnus.
Well, I meant before the spin-off, like the main series was still good to the end though, right?
It was like it had its moments. Like they threw like a random Asian chick in there in one episode. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Okay. But I know the spin-off ones were unwatchable. I heard that already. Yeah,
100% unwatchable. So sorry to derail, but
that's okay. That's okay. It's all good, man. I I look at the whole women's thing, like I said with Tessa, I'm just like, man, just let her work. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care either. That happened forever ago. The person that she called the whatever that she's being accused of,
cool with
they're cool with each other. So who the fuck cares? Like, it's just IWC being rage baity for no reason. Like they do.
It's
get offended by everything.
Dude, it's Marxists getting offended on behalf of others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is Jordan Grace beating Cody's ass that unbelievable?
Not really.
No.
Touche.
It's way more believable than her beating Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah.
I told Jared, I said, you book Jennifer Thomas, I'll put her over. He laughed because
over my cock.
Hey, either way. Either way, we're good. No, what the fuck else? Shit. I'm trying to think if there was anything else wrestling wise. I don't know. What's the AEW pay-per-view coming up, Draven? When is that?
That's Revolution, and it's March 9th, I believe.
Okay, so it's the night after my show.
Yes.
All right.
So I guess fucking Hangman and MJF are going against each other. They switched because people were complaining about him and Jared going against each other. So they switched it to him and Hangman. And it's like, honestly, I would rather him fight Jared because it's like, that's the closest thing we're going to get to him versus Flair, like ever.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm all right with it because it's kind of like passing the torch because obviously Jared's not going to win.
No.
So it's like pass the torch because that's like the quintessential heel is basically like Flair, and Jared is the closest thing to Flair that we're going to get.
Yeah.
So
MJF is just languishing.
Oh, I agree.
They're not doing anything.
Oh, God, yeah.
What a fucking waste.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is like the story of Tony Khan is just let's take all these talent and just waste them.
He should have been in the main picture scene as soon as he got back because he was the previous champion and he should have been demanding a rematch for the belt right away.
Yeah. Instead of these little bullshit storylines that go fucking nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
What's the latest with him?
He's in this arc with fucking Paige.
Hangman. I don't know the details of it because I'm behind, but I've seen clips of him like standing face to face with Hangman, so I'm assuming they're fighting at Revolution.
Dude, speaking of AEW, did y'all see that? Oh, go ahead, Tony. Were you gonna say something, brother?
No, I was just gonna say, Stunned by Wrestling did a video on Jon Moxley and his little stable, and he fucking smoked them like. And he put it all. He said the worst part is this isn't Tony Khan. Jon Moxley has full reign over this storyline, and it is fucking bad. Like, it's going nowhere, and this is supposed to be like the AEW defining storyline. This is like their lead thing, and it's fucking nonsense, basically.
The champ who won't show the belt.
Yeah.
Well, it started off great, but it's like
it's like a J.J. Abrams booked storyline. It's like they can hype it up, but when it comes time to deliver, there's nothing.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, don't use MJF in that storyline.
Actually, it would make sense for MJF to face him for the belt.
Yeah,
the one that got the belt from Moxley from before when he had Regal help him with the brass knuckles. Yeah. So it would make sense to inject MJF into that.
Oh, one would think.
But then they would have to turn him babyface, though. That doesn't work.
We were talking about this at camp the other night. We said, who's going to take the fucking belt off Moxley? It's going to be Darby Allin.
Yeah, they're gonna do that.
He's been gone for a while. He's been gone for a while because he's doing the Everest thing, and then
that was what I said. I was like, not if that motherfucker doesn't make it back from Mount Everest, he ain't.
Oh, okay. So there's hope. You tell me there's hope.
You're telling me there's a chance.
I like Darby for what he is, but I agree that he should be in his own. They should have a weight class.
He doesn't.
With how wrestling is now, they're never going to go back to weight classes.
He doesn't need to be a world heavyweight champion. That's for sure.
No.
Like it makes way more sense if MJF takes the title off Moxley than Darby Allin.
Oh yeah,
like all the sense in the world and it's more money.
Yeah, I feel like Doc Brown every time anyone mentions Darby Allin and heavyweight.
I will say, Samoa Joe is back.
Wrong with the gravitational pull in the future.
Samoa Joe is back too.
Yep.
You can always have him. He's a baby. You could always have him take it off of Mox.
but he's like a nursery.
And then have him have the rematch with MJF because that's who took it from MJF.
But is there more? I'd see there being more money in an MJF Moxley than MJF and Samoa Joe. No slight to Samoa Joe, but
Yeah,
I mean at this point in the game, it's MJF and Mox, man.
I mean, if we're like going strictly by babyface to heel. Like, it would make sense because Samoa Joe right now is a baby face with Hook and Shibata. Now that he's filming,
because he's the monster that turned nice to help this kid out.
Yeah,
which I like when they were playing him up as the monster because he actually did do a good job.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, and I wasn't a big fan of his or nothing. I started to like him as we were watching him more, and then when I saw him as Sweet Tooth, I'm like, oh, this guy, he there's a lot he could do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I think the how you said, Draven, you're like they're never going to go back to weight classes or weight divisions. That's going to be the death of this sport.
Well, it's not about the sport anymore. It's about the business side of it.
Well, the business is going to die. Because the whole point is you are selling a show, you are selling a fantasy, suspension of disbelief. And nobody's going to believe that Orange Cassidy could power slam and destroy Big Bill. That ain't happening.
I agree.
Yep.
So you're losing customers every time you pull that shit. Every freaking time. It's like what Etep was saying about the women's stuff. Don't put a woman up against like Brian Cage and have Brian Cage like lose. Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
Because I forget who I was listening to, but they're saying it's like it's not even about what like the in-ring stuff anymore or any of that stuff anymore. It's all about
that's the problem.
It's about the business side, which is like I agree that it's a detriment, but it's all about the wrestling has always been about drawing money and not making money, and they continue to make more and more money on the business side than they do with the stuff that's going on in the ring.
Well, time out. Well, wait, because time the fuck out. Sorry, your business is, like Chris was saying, selling this fantasy, selling this spectacle, So they're failing. You know who else said the same fucking thing? Jim Lee. He said the same thing. Yeah, I think the business side is sometimes it's way more important than actually doing the drawings and stuff. And he disappeared for a number of years. All he did was fill his bank account while the industry fell apart. Everyone's like, well, there's no more Jim Lees. There's no more people who are pushing that type of talent or teaching anyone the ropes. And that's where we fucking fail in all this stuff.
Yeah, I agree that it's not good because they can just do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And they're not even doing that.
It's amateur hour. It's amateur hour, dude. Like we're tuning in. Like here's the thing. We're tuning in. So you have our attention. Like that. Well, I'm figuratively, not literally. Okay. Yeah. But we're tuning in. You have our attention. Give us something to watch. And if you can't land that performance, you're doing your Olympics floor show or whatever, and you can't land that final, cinch that landing or whatever. All of that shit means nothing. I don't care if I'm sitting down, okay, and all of a sudden there's like this story going on, and the story doesn't make any sense. You got these two wrestlers that are obviously physically outmatched. Like one guy is clearly, you're just looking at him being like, okay, this is ridiculous. This is like Don Knotts versus Hulk Hogan. Like this is stupid. Like, and then Don Knotts wins. Like, oh my God, there's too many belts. Like this is stupid. And after, like, more and more people are seeing, like, maybe it's the 10th time they saw it or the 100th time, you're losing them, and you're not bringing in younger people because younger people don't give a shit about this. Like, this is an old man sport. Like, I hate to say it.
I'll say this though, like on the indie level, you've got a ton of young fans. Dude.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's I see that every fucking show, man. Kids still love wrestling. They love the fucking spectacle of it. Like it's great, and it's like you still have to be cognizant of that on the fucking mainstream. And I'll say this tonight. When The Rock was coming out, there was fans, he's giving them, like slapping him 5 and shit. There's like, they shot a shot of him right by the fucking corner when you walk down to the ring where it splits off into the way around the ring, and your ringside area. And he like gave 2 girls, like they were younger, gave him 5, and they fucking were like, it's just like that. But the dude is a star. That's the problem.
He's a movie star.
That's the problem. But it's always been like that with him. Like certain wrestlers just have that. They're a fucking star. And that's the problem with making the brand more important than the fucking wrestlers now.
They overshadow.
You lose that connection with the audience. Yeah, and the company's overshadowing the individuals, and that's not the way this business is supposed to be.
Yeah.
I did to
no more Hulk Hogan's
comment here or whatever. I did see that clip. And yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So we watched that the other night, I think. Didn't we? Did we watch that? No.
No,
all right.
It was this past Wednesday.
Yeah. So I watched that a couple times, and to set this up, Megan Bain is, I can't remember who she beat. Megan Bain is like 6'1", 180 pounds. She's
Statlander, I think.
Well, yeah, she beat Statlander. She beat Chris Statlander, which it was basically like a female hoss fight, But this woman is like 4 inches taller than Stat and fucking about 15 pounds heavier. It was a good match, aesthetically very pleasing match. Megan Bain, holy shit! You talk about a fucking Barbie doll, like she's smoking hot, and her just on top of that, like her entrance attire, she looks like a fucking star, right? And Thunder Rosa, it's Penelope Ford comes out because she had a match with, I can't remember who it was, last Stat or Thunder Rosa or one of them. I don't know. There's heat between them two.
Penelope, that's the one that's married to Kip Sapien.
Yeah. So she comes out, and Thunder Rosa comes running out to save Stat, and she gets a fucking chair, and the heels don't even flinch. Like Thunder Rosa goes back with the chair, and the heels don't even flinch, and then Penelope Ford is standing like right in front of Megan Bain. So if she was gonna hit either one of them with the chair, there'd have to be more spacing for her to do it safely. There's not that there. So the whole thing was just, and then
they did a grab for it, and they were playing tug of war with the chair.
She gave her the chair, and then she ends up getting it back and then throws it outside of the ring. The whole fucking I think, and I've heard this a couple times, and after watching it, I can see it. Excuse me. I think that the heels basically just went into business for themselves.
Well, I also heard somebody else's comment thinking that there is legit like heat with Thunder Rosa, and she isn't what she claimed to be during the whole Britt Baker bullshit, and that she's just this was kind of Tony's way of trying to get her out of the company.
Yeah,
potentially, because she's always like, this is the IWC marks, because they're always like, we hate people shitting on our company. And she's always on Busted Open. She's always around people that are shitting on AEW. So, like, it would make sense if that was the case, that Tony is trying to do whatever it is possible to try to out her from AEW. But doing it to try to be kosher with it, because she's the type. I think Thunder Rosa is the type of person that would take legal action if there was some foul play or whatever.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were talking about this made Megan Bain and Penelope Ford look bad. I'm like, I think this was directed at Thunder Rosa, absolutely, and it, I don't. I just, I'm like, I don't get. I've never been much of a Thunder Rosa fan, so like, I really am like. It looked bad though, from a fucking professional standpoint. The whole thing was a fucking mess. Like, and Megan's a way more, like, she's got way more ring experience. She knows better than that. Penelope should know better than that. She's been in the business long enough to know that whole thing was a clusterfuck.
Thunder is good at chasing for the belt, but not actually winning it.
Yeah,
when she had the belt, it was like a whimper.
Well, that was a problem with having,
and her promo skills are shit too.
I don't think I've ever heard her cut a promo. I had a problem with Bane and Statlander going, why don't you build to that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're two, like, fucking big-ass female hosses. Like, build to that shit.
Since they're floundering right now, like, they're just throwing whatever sticks in the wall. They're just they're in panic mode, basically. They're just throwing everything they can together, throwing it out there and seeing if it sticks. And if it doesn't stick, then they readjust immediately.
I found the clip. I put it in the Horseman, if you guys are looking for it. The chair.
Yeah, here. We'll go through this a little bit here.
Yeah.
I won't be able to show much of it, but here's okay. So let me fast forward here. So they've stats laid out. Here comes Thunder Rosa. All right, so right here. All right, there is no way that she can safely unless
that there was a swing, like she attempted to swing before, like a little before this.
But barely, like, I don't know. I just watched it.
She cocks back and Penelope Ford just puts her fucking hands up and walks in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Goddamn Megan Bane.
I know, man. Her and Penelope. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right here's where she winds back and it's
and
gonna hit, and then just
nothing. They don't even.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They don't even barely react, and you can see she's like motherfucker. And then we go, and then here's again, like, just we got the tug of war.
I think Megan Bane just said, like, if you hit me with that, I'm gonna no sell it. I think she just said it to her. That's why she didn't do it.
Probably. Let's see. Hang on. Let me go back.
Because she's the big one who's just she's not flinching. She's not doing it. She just keeps walking forward.
Yep. And here's the tug of war.
Yeah. Which that's the only thing that even looked halfway decent, because Thunder Rosa just standing there with a fucking chair in her hand, pretending like she's about to do something and does nothing. That was painful to watch.
It's like, miss me with your backyard wrestling bullshit. You hit me with that, I'm gonna mess you up backstage.
Draven's like back or something. Attack.
What's that?
At least I left it on a good view here.
Oh yeah.
Well, it makes sense for her not to for her to no sell it.
Yeah,
because she's a giant monster.
Yep.
Yeah, but
they on the floor. Is that Statlander?
That's Stat.
Well, here's the thing: is why would the woman division have a giant monster that's impervious to attacks? But yet, when it's a man's division, you literally have somebody like Thunder Rosa's size taking on somebody like Big Bill's size, and it's
Chris. The answer to that is that Drake meme.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
I've listened. Me and Trey listened to that song "Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar a bunch of times. I was like, I can't get over that card. He's like that verse. He's like, Drake's trying to play a chord and it's probably A minor.
Did you see the one that I sent you with that?
No, I'll go back and look at the reels you sent me. But all right, let's go back. So she still got the chair. She's trying to like push up. Okay, the ref should have got in between them way sooner when he saw this shit going south.
Yep.
She's just pointing at her. I love this. Megan leaves. Penelope leaves. And then she just fucking throws the chair to him. Like you're already down 2-1, and then you give them the fucking weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Like that made no fucking sense whatsoever.
Yeah, this chick is a fucking smoke show. Jesus.
God, she is.
Yeah, you should follow her on Instagram. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'll follow her anywhere she wants me to follow her.
But yeah, that whole sequence was fucking god awful. Oh, here we go. Hang on.
I don't know if I can make it bigger. I can't. But
like that actually made it watchable.
I know, funny. Right?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Black Super Bowl. Sorry.
Where's Tommy with that clip again? He had me play a super racist clip without telling me what it was.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
It was a DMX thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking fun.
It was hilarious. But I'm like, no, you canceled. Thanks.
N bomb.
The reading rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Shit. Tom Hanks and Cody.
What's that?
What?
Oh, monoTony's profile picture.
Oh my god.
Goddamn.
That seems about right.
What does?
They should turn him heel.
Yeah.
He already is heel, basically. Just
Jesus!
Actually make it official.
Cody Rhodes is my neighbor.
Oh shit!
Well, you be my neighbor.
No, I don't think I will.
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, take something as pure as Mr. Rogers and make it the creepiest thing you've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Right?
I never seen it. Was it any good?
I didn't watch it.
No, it's nightmare fuel. I saw it. It's not good.
Yeah, I'm not watching movies with Edo's in there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no. I can't. I can't watch that. I'm good.
I've seen that and I thought it was good, so
We can dance if we want to. Yeah, that works. That works. Even though I do like that song.
Yeah, me too, man. That was the remix version. I remember the original.
I love that song.
Man, I was pissed. We were supposed to do that shit at Loudy's wedding, and the DJ fucked it up, played the wrong version of the song, fucked the whole dance up.
Oh,
Like 8 of us had that shit all down.
I was pissed. I used to watch Glee. I was pissed in Glee because they had the guy in the wheelchair sing that song in like a dream.
How? How is he gonna dance? Just roll his chair?
It's in a dream sequence where he's in the chair and then he gets up and he starts walking around. And then like in
That's
the real
ableist.
in the non-dream sequence, they were like hinting that they were gonna have a procedure that they could do to him to like make him walk again. And then they didn't do it, and I was so fucking pissed when they did that.
Well, if it's Glee, then I know what it is. It's they're gonna take him to the Senate hearing room,
and that was the job
do a procedure on him to make him walk again.
Dancing in a forest? What was it? Make an image of Roman Reigns and RuPaul skipping through a meadow. You better work.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Oh my.
So happy together.
What up, my sketchbook? Good to see you. Dude, I can never think of that song any other way than Ernest Goes to Camp with the Turtle Paratroopers. Remember that? I can't see me love nobody but you for all my life.
Well, the song was sang by the Turtles. That was the name of the band. Yeah,
that worked. That was a perfect scene.
Yeah. Turtles
I
are
remember
better
the
than
Golden
gay frogs,
Graham.
by the way.
What's that?
I said turtles are better than gay frogs, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that was ever an argument. Oh my god.
Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power.
There you
go. Women's wrestling, you mean the thing that's killing wrestling? Well, yeah, now you got all these fucking
among other things.
Yeah.
There's a long list.
Yes.
There's a fucking virtual litany of things that are fucking damaging the sport right now. And
apparently the ratings for the Netflix have been decreasing every week too.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't surprise me.
Why do you think they pulled The Rock out?
Yeah,
his appearances weren't supposed to be as frequent.
Mm-hmm.
They needed a shot in the arm, and he's a big superstar. So.
Yep, it's leading to WrestleMania. It's that time.
It's March. Is that when it is?
No, April 19th. It's on my night one. It's on my birthday. Which Draven better not be passed out by that point.
Should be good as long as I'm not high. And I'll be coming Friday, so I'll be able to have a day to sleep.
I'll be coming again.
You heard him, so get the plastic on the furniture again.
Where's the
every
club?
time I pump, like feel like I'm coming.
Wait, here.
I don't want to come.
Wait, what was that?
I don't want to come.
One more time.
I don't want to come.
It's okay. It only matters if I do.
I'll come for the both of us.
Yeah.
He's like, literally, I got this covered.
I got her covered.
You'll be covered, all right.
Oh shit!
Is there special?
Oh no!
Goddamn.
Fuck. Man, Lance, he has your card, Draven.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, my sketchbook, I agree. Go back to giving women small time slot matches, push the talent, leave indie wrestling to the indies. Yep. Yep. Amen. Amen, brother. No, you do like one women's match a night. I think we're good. I really do.
That's where like all the like flippy and all that shit should be. Stay in the indies, and you use the indies to experiment on what works for your character.
Yep.
And then once you're on TV, then you've already honed to what you think is best for your character, and you continue that.
Yeah, you should be locked in by the time you get to that level.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, the like WWE, like that's your main event, like, or I should say that's prime time.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing by that time, don't make your audience the beta testers.
No. When you get to the show, that's not the time to start testing out what works and what doesn't.
Yep. Yeah, it's a waste of everybody's time and money.
Yep. That's like, I tried to switch my gimmick up. I'm like, I couldn't do it. I don't know how to be anybody other than that one character. That's as far as like the wrestling shit goes. I'm like, I can't. It's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work for me, brother.
Right.
I did. I had to. Where's it at? Hang on. I had to do it. I was like, it was a Trey moment.
Pack up! Get up! That ain't gonna work for me, brother! Is that good?
I might actually bring back the feather boa and wear that down to the ring too. I don't know, because I'm gonna wear I'm doing the leather jacket. I got the Negan jacket. Jesus Christ!
Good Lord!
What kind of hot tub is that?
Yeah, is that like a jizz tub?
No, like there's like an elevation, like it looks like tea sauce, the saucer cup ride or whatever at Disney World.
Yeah, that's gay.
Yep.
I like women with
Tony Khan farts in the bathtub and bites the bubbles. I mean, let's be honest.
Where'd all this white stuff come from after he farted?
Oh my God.
He brought his own bubble bath. It's all foamy.
On that note, folks, I got to go to bed because I got golf in the morning. So thank you to the wonderful panel. Thank you to all those out there in the chat watching. If you're catching us on the replay, hope you enjoy. Be sure to come back Monday. I'm going out tomorrow night, so no streams tomorrow night for me. Let's see. Yeah, I got a video I'm working on. I'll try to get that out in between everything tomorrow. And that's it, gang. We'll catch you guys Monday. Remember, members stream starts at 7:50, runs until about 10:30. We'll be going live and reviewing Raw immediately after. If you're a channel member, you can watch Raw with us. So if you're not, be sure to join. Check us out on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Wrestling with Horror 420. We just uploaded Hatchet 3. We did a commentary on that. Next week, you get Stepfather 2. The following week, Victor Crowley. And up after that, Kung Fu and Titties. That's Kung Fu and Titties, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you guys already do that?
Not yet. We got to record that next week. So we worked ahead. I want to record at least another 2 commentaries next week, so we didn't get any done this week. So we got to get a couple knocked out so we can work ahead over there on Patreon. So check us out. $2 a month to become a brain buster. Everybody's links in the description. Check out Super Shogun Wrestling. March 8th, West Branch, Michigan. Doors open at 6, shows at 7. I'm working an 8-man tag match. And March 27th, we're broadcasting live Midget Mania from Dragon's Den Productions out in West Branch. We'll be live streaming that right here on the channel. So tune in for that. Thank you very much, folks. I'm Etep, Pete Daddy Dollar from Wrestling with Horror. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. Remember, We'll catch you on the next one. And it is always better to burn out than fade away.